Hey everyone, welcome to tonight's show. I'm your host, Craig Burwell. Tonight we have Billy from FishUSA. Then we have Rick from Cray Outdoors. The show is going to be a good one. Stay tuned.
Hi, this is Dave Hoheisel, owner of the National Fishing Expos. I'd like to invite you to the new Miller Tech National Fishing Expos Tackle and Tip Show hosted by Craig Burwell.
Hey everyone, welcome to the show. Right now we are joined with Billy Hines from FishUSA. Billy, what's up, man?
What's up, Craig? Man, happy to be on here. Appreciate you getting me involved in this.
Yeah, no, cool. Glad to have you on. And I know you're super busy, so we'll get right into it right off the bat. What is the backstory on FishUSA?
Yeah, so FishUSA. So I've been with FishUSA for a little over 2 years now. I'm one of the buyers here, but FishUSA is really all you need when it comes to an online tackle resource. Whether we're talking, the warm water species down south, or you're talking Great Lakes or Pacific Northwest, whatever it might be. FishUSA is really a place to go, and then we really work our butts off to make sure that we have all the products you need, the best products at competitive prices. And we've really been making waves in this industry lately, just getting the name out there. And again, it all comes down to product offering. We strive to really be that one-stop shop, and whether it's a standard product from VMC, Rapala, or it's a custom makeup from Gary Yamamoto, or it's a complete private label bass rod, ice rod, trolling rod, whatever it might be. We're doing everything we can to make sure we give the fishermen what they need.
No, that's cool. So you guys do online, but can you walk into the store and put a rod in your hand or something like that?
Absolutely. So we're located in Erie, Pennsylvania. We have a somewhat small pro shop, but the nice part about our pro shop is our warehouse is right behind it, and everything you see on our website is available in our pro shop. You just come in, ask for it. You can see it, touch it, feel it. If it's something you decide you want to buy, then we can hook you up.
Cool. Now, it sounds like you guys offer a wide variety of stuff, but what are some of the hot baits, maybe hard to get baits, some of the products that you have now?
Yeah, so like I said, one thing that we really strive for is to give the angler exactly what they need. Mm-hmm. And a strategy that we've really adapted over the course of probably the past 2 years is a lot of custom makeups and a lot of our own FishUSA branded gear. Mm-hmm. So actually, right in front of me, we have our Akuma Storm Runner reel, mm-hmm. Our Akuma Storm Runner spinning reel. And I tell you what, I mean, this thing's a workhorse. I mean, it's really an all-around great reel. The number one call out that I love to make with this reel is the fact that it comes with a spare spool. That's something that disappeared from the industry. Well, not with our reels. We partner with Akuma to not only make a great reel, but again, give the customer what they need. And in this case, it's some braid ready spare spools, and on the spare spool front, another thing that we've done is if you go on fishusa.com, you can check out our spare spool offering from Akuma to Daiwa to Shimano, and that's just going to grow. And again, that's kind of something that I've always heard people say, I wish I could find a spare spool. I wish I could find an extra this. We got it.
No, that's cool, because that is something you've seen kind of fade out. Now, what size reels do those come in? Can you get them 2,000, 3,000? What are they?
So we have a 1,000, a 3,000, and a 4,000 in the Storm Runner.
Okay, is it paired with a rod, or is it just a reel? Or
nope, so it's just a standalone reel. Cool. It actually, so the other thing that I'm excited to talk about today, and we're going to get into the Columbus Fishing Show coming up here in a couple of weeks. Mm-hmm. We're going to be running some specials on this stuff, but the reel actually matches wonderful with something we just launched a couple of weeks ago, and that is the FishUSA flagship bass rods. Okay. We spent a lot of time on these rods between testing and getting samples, sending samples back, just the attention to detail, where the hook keeper's placed, the materials, and just the way it feels in your hand. The best part about it, I mean, you can see right here.
It looks beautiful.
That reel and that rod match up perfect. So, if you're someone like me, you want your gear to look good, we got you. We got you all set.
Definitely nailed it. Look good. So now you just led into another question. So the product, but what prices are you going to have at the expos? At the National Fishing Expo?
So what I just mentioned, the rod, the FishUSA flagship rods, and like I said, we just launched the bass rods, but we have ice, we have trolling, we have salmon steelhead. We have some options that are perfect for the crappie guys that are looking for, that long 12-foot rod.
Mm-hmm.
But we have a huge offering in the FishUSA flagship line, and just to backtrack, I mean, these things are unbelievable.
Mm-hmm.
I've been testing these in tournaments throughout the summer with, on my boat. Every time somebody comes up, picks them up, they're like, when can I get one? When,
Mm-hmm.
I want to just completely redo my, all the rods I got. And, when I tell them that, this, I mean, you put this rod in your hand, you're not going to believe this when I tell you it's $100 rod.
Yeah.
And
That's crazy. No, and a lot of guys won't. We talked about this with other rod vendors, and you put $100 rod in their hand, they're like, here, $100. They're like, oh, that's. But if you took that same rod, put a different name on it, and put it up there for $280 or $180, guys are going to buy it. It's just a mind thing, and that is so hard to get through. So the rod and reel combo at the show is going to cost how much?
So we're going to be running the special. We're going to be running on the reels and on the rods. You're going to get up to 30% off, and it's going to be, if you buy one, you're going to get 20. You buy two, you're going to get 25% off. 3 or more, you're going to get 30% off.
That's sweet. No, that's a heck of a deal.
I mean,
that's awesome.
It's going to be hard to beat. I mean, you might have, you might run into some buy one get ones and stuff like that. But listen, come see me. Put this rod in your hand. Put these reels in your hand. You're going to be blown away.
No, that's awesome. So other than the rod, we always got to ask, what is one bait you don't leave the dock with? Like one bait.
So, anybody's familiar with FishUSA over the course of the past 6 months is going to know what this is. This is the Becker's Magic Juice shad-shaped worm. This is the bait that my buddy Matt Becker won the final tournament of the MLF season on and secured himself the Angler of the Year. So I'm telling you right now, these are selling like hotcakes. Mm-hmm. We're going to have them at the show. I don't have the details exactly on what our show special is going to be, but I'm going to make sure we deliver a show special and come check them out. I mean, these things it's really, we've got some great pictures on fishusa.com, but Matt and I worked on this and putting together the laminate here with, the green pumpkin top and the natural shad bottom. Listen, there's a reason that he won quite a bit of money on this bait, and we've expanded it. We've got it in the Yamamoto scope shad. We've got it in both sizes. And then we also released Becker's Magic Juice in both of those baits as well. And then we have, I also have with me here.
Are they coming in Senkos and other products other than the first few? Okay, cool.
So we did do Becker's Magic Juice in the, in the 5-inch Senko.
Yeah.
And
perfect size. That's my
the other bait that kind of came out with that, and these have sold extremely well too, is the Becker's Black Magic. Mm-hmm. And we have this in the 5-inch, and we also just did this in the 4-inch as well. Mm-hmm. So I mean, again,
you guys going to do bundle packs on Yamamoto, like 5 packs for a set amount, or what, something like that?
Potentially. There's been talks of that, but listen, Matt's got a great eye for what's going to catch fish, and he flat out put together some great colors. I mean, I'll be honest with you, I had my friends at GSM. They reached out when they ran the first set of samples on these colors, and they're like, "Man, I wish we'd have thought of that."
No, I'm going to have them. So I mean, there's no question.
They're flat out fish catching baits. It's a little something different. The Black Magic, it's really your black blue flake, and it's got a little bit of silver flake in it. And I mean, I can tell you right now, I love throwing a Senko under a dock, and these things caught the snot out of them last summer.
And are they available right now?
Absolutely, yeah. So we have we have the 4-inch and the 5-inch in Black Magic. We have the 5-inch in Becker's Magic Juice, and then we also, and again, we have the Scope Shad in Magic Juice, and then Becker's Grape Juice is the third color in the lineup. We released that one last fall. That one's doing very well too, and that it gives you your purple bait, purple color scheme bait there. And that's available in the shad-shaped worm, the 3.75 and the 3-inch. And it's also available in the scope shad. And that scope shad this year, that's a cool bait from GSM, from Yamamoto, and that thing's gonna catch some fish this year.
That's awesome. I mean, I'm definitely going to get my hands on some. So now, how do they order right now? How can they follow you guys? Facebook, we want your email, or not your email, but we want your Facebook, your website, and all that good stuff.
Yeah, no. So, the biggest thing is sign up for our emails. The biggest differentiator with FishUSA, in my opinion, is our marketing. We have taken the industry by storm when it comes to marketing and the sales and promotions that we're going to offer you. And I get it all the time. We'll be at Columbus here in a couple of weeks, and I will have somebody walk up to me every 15 minutes. Oh, I get your emails. I love the content you guys put out. I love the sales. You guys flat out, offer some better promotions than anybody else. And the best way to find out about that, go to fishusa.com. Sign up for our emails. Follow us on Facebook. Follow us on Instagram. Our team puts out some great stuff on Facebook and Instagram. That's where you'll find out a lot about our new products. We highlight some new products and some new brands, and from that front, we're growing that every day. I'm fortunate enough to have the green light in that sense that if we think it's something that the fisherman needs, we're going to add it. We're going to offer it. So fishusa.com. That's where you can, buy anything that we have. You'll be blown away by the amount of product we have, the customs, the SMUs, the FishUSA private label products. And then make sure you follow us on Facebook and get on that email list, because you're gonna be impressed.
That's cool. Now, do you guys offer anything as in sign or buy, you get a discount your first purchase, or anything like that?
I can't speak to that 100%, but I do believe so. I think if you if you're a new customer and you pop onto the website, I believe you're going to get a 10 off 50 offers as soon as you log onto the website. And
super cool.
There's some other stuff there as well. So the best way to find that out, like I said, fishusa.com, and we ship same day as long as that order is placed by 2 p.m. Eastern. We have the best customer service in the industry. Bottom line is, somebody gives us a shot, they're not going anywhere else.
Wow. Well, Billy, we appreciate everything, man. Thanks for being on. Guys, gals, get on over to FishUSA. They got a lot of cool stuff, a lot of cool products. Get on over there, save yourself some coin too, it sounds like. And if you're at the National Fishing Expos, stop by this booth, say what's up to Billy. He'll get you taken care of. So, Billy, once again, thanks for being on, man. We appreciate it.
Absolutely, Craig. I appreciate you, man. And definitely anybody at the Columbus Fishing Expo, make sure you stop by the FishUSA booth, say hello, ask questions, touch, feel all the stuff we'll have there. And look forward to seeing people. Put that rod in your hand. Absolutely. Cool, brother. Have a good one, man. We appreciate it. Guys, gals, don't go anywhere. Up next, we have Rick from Cray Outdoors. That is right, Cray Outdoors. So stay tuned. Guys, man, thank you very much. We appreciate it. Hey, thanks, Greg. Appreciate you. Yeah, have a good one, brother. Thanks, Billy. Guys, that was Billy from FishUSA. Up next, we have Rick from Cray. But first, here's a message from Miller Tech. All right, everyone, welcome back to the show. Now we are joined with Rick from Cray Outdoors. Rick, what's going on, man?
What's up, brother? How you doing today?
I'm pretty good. How about yourself?
Doing good, man. Doing real good.
You staying warm, wet, warm and wet?
Both. Yeah.
It's wet everywhere, and I know you are staying busy.
We're in the Midwest, so I was ice fishing 2 days ago. A couple of buddies are out there, but it's melting as we speak. So.
Crazy. So I know you're busy. Let's jump right into it because I'm excited about this one. So give us the backstory of Cray Outdoors.
So Cray, okay, so I've been a marketer in the outdoor industry for, 20 some years now. I own Branding Outdoors. So we're a marketing agency that targets small businesses and really helps them from kind of thought process all the way to shelf. So it could be anything from CAD work for product development all the way to marketing and package design and help with distribution. So that's kind of the engine behind Cray. And I did that for a long time for many brands, both small and big. And I got to the point where I'm like, man, it's time to do this for ourselves. You know what I mean? So 100%. We started Cray about 6 years ago, and it was kind of behind the scenes. We did a lot of preliminary work, a lot of, research and development. And then we came up with a process and a system for our brand. And on year 3, we decided to launch it. We built up a bunch of inventory. So we have 27,000 square foot warehouse now that we just acquired here last year in January. We have a ton of inventory to service both retailers and our direct business online. I was able to lever a lot of the up and coming fishing world and fish talk on the TikTok early on. And so we jumped in that before it was really trending and was able to ride that rocket ship up. And then now we do 7 shows a week now. On multimedia, all different platforms from YouTube, TikTok, Facebook. The most popular of ours being our live show on Monday nights, where we basically have a live, almost like QVC style show, and we do a massive giveaway. So we have some significant sponsors, including Miller Tech, which is awesome. And so we actually last weekend, just to give you an idea, last week we gave. Actually, this week, a couple days ago, we gave away a striker suit. So $680 friggin' ice suit, dude. So we got some killer giveaways this year, and we're excited. So that's kind of snapshot of Cliff Notes.
Backstory goes way back. You've been doing this for a very long time, brother.
Well, for other people, yeah, but for
the
our
business,
for our own brand, for sure, we're coming up on 6 years here.
That's pretty good. So give us a little bit on the product. I was off on this, so fill in the viewers a little bit on your product, what you guys do.
Yeah, I appreciate that. So we are different in many ways. One, many of our competitors might buy their materials from a supplier. So there's many of them out there that are great, bait plastics and dead-on plastics. They are awesome providers for smaller bait companies. We are a compounder ourselves, so we make. I'm in the screen printing world as well. My wife and I own 4 businesses all together. And so we make plastisol inks for the screen printing industry. And I don't know how many know this, but back in the day when Mr. Nick Cream was making his first rubber worm, he made it out of that screen printing ink. It's literally the exact same chemistry as a soft plastic worm. So it naturally made sense to kind of gravitate into making our own compounds for soft plastics. And then we started putting together our own product line. We found a nice little niche in crappie, in 1 to 2 inch and small profile, even bass baits. And so now I'm in our factory store. We put a little retail store, our flagship store here in the front of our factory here in Sebring, Ohio. And we have on the shelf now 26 different styles in crappie in 67 colors each. And then in bass, they look like this, a crap slap line. This is one of our.
Can we take one out of the package, man?
Yeah, of course, absolutely.
Cool.
So
my crappie buddy's been on me. He's like, this show's gonna be great. He's been following you, man. So it's pretty cool. Let's get it out.
That. Heck yeah! This is our Kraken, and this is one of our brand new colors.
Cool.
Called Emerald Shiner. So this is one, for example, this is a 2-inch style Kraken. We make this bait in 67 colors along with 25 other styles like this from 1 to 2 inch. So we accommodate, obviously, naturally, we get into some of the ice world as a result because of the 1 and small profile baits. We get into some of the creeking world as a result of that. Perch, bluegill, trout is a natural kind of swing right into that. And then we've ramped up and did a real good job. I would say that we are getting close to a household brand in crappie. Yeah, man, for the bass now, this year, obviously, we're getting into kind of ramping up our bass line pretty heavily. And we have currently in our factory store here 18 styles in 47 colors.
Wow.
So again, if you're following along, part of the differences that we have may not be designs. At the end of the day, we're all kind of making the same stuff, I think. So even though we like to think that our styles are are proprietary and interesting. There's only so much you can do with a design. But our kind of cutting edge is the plastic itself. We formulate our own material down to 1/100th of an ounce for a 55-gallon drum, and then our numbers are our color selections. And so this is one here. Now,
pretty cool color.
This is a War Ant. It's a segmented style Ned rig in the color Perch, and it has like 2 little claws on the sucker. And as you pull it in, it's got little appendages on the end that want to fan out as you're reeling it in or popping it. And then we're big on segmented baits too. You'll find a lot of our styles have segments where you can kind of Indian burn, twist it down, and get a different action or a different presentation out of it. And so a lot of our 2-inch styles, even, you can do this and twist it all the way down to maybe a 1-inch or an ice bait.
For a Ned rig. No, that's beautiful. I like the way that bait looks. It's beautiful. And it's your own style too.
Yeah, nice little trailer on the end.
Yeah. No,
we get into a bunch of standard stuff too, like everybody has a swim, almost like a Kai-Teki style rib swim bait
right now. Yeah.
Yeah. So this is our Fitty swimmer. Joe 50/50 Fishing on YouTube is part of our pro staff. He has his own signature line with us, and we make these in now 60 colors, I think.
Wow.
So
holy crap. So on all that product at the National Fishing Expo in Columbus, what are you going to have deal wise for the customers?
Yeah, we're actually, this is, by the way, I would not advise this for other bait makers, but in the last moment here, we've already been to 3 shows this year, right? So at the last moment, we tore our complete display apart, and we're completely revamping it. And we have literally in February every single weekend a show, every single weekend in March a show in the Midwest, all over the place. So we're bringing to the National Fishing Expo, we're bringing about 5,000 packs with us, and we're bringing 10 styles in bass and 10 styles in crappie. We're going to knock $1 off of our standard retail price if you buy them per pack, and then if you buy them in bulk, we'll be like crappie will be like a 3 for 10. And then bass will be probably a 3 packs for 15. So
that's awesome. So what about the plastic? You going to have anything there for the lure makers? Are you going to have some of your plastisol?
We actually don't service at this present moment. Okay. Might be a little hint on what's to come, maybe.
Yeah.
But we don't currently service any hobbyist. Okay. So we only make for our own brand. And then we make for existing brands that might come in and say, okay, we want this sort of durometer material, and here's our mold. Can you make it in our colorway? But as far as hobbyists, we don't sell like gallons of the material. We're looking into it. It might be something that we're going to get into soon. But no, at this show, we will not be bringing some like lure material.
Okay. Well, that's perfect. So if somebody was wanting to buy some of the crappie baits or bass baits right now or look more into you, where can they find you guys at?
Right down here, man, castcray.com. Put a little arrow next to my name. Yeah, like I said, we have a bunch of shows. Matter of fact, tonight we're on the app Whatnot. We're going to be doing a bunch of auctions, some bulk auctions, a mystery show tonight. We give away a lot. I'll say a couple things, too, if you don't mind. I put together something for you guys.
No. Oh, question mark. I like it.
Okay. So here's what we're going to do for the National Fishing Expos show here. If you guys want to make sure that you follow this channel wherever you're watching it, Facebook, YouTube, I'm not sure where you're broadcasting, and then also follow Cast Cray's. By the end of, I'm not sure when publish date is on this, but we'll set a duration. Maybe we'll talk after. Probably do like a 5-day, and we'll track
2 weeks.
2 weeks. Okay. So we'll track it. We'll do like 5 days after, and then we'll draw a winner. This is $150.
Wow.
In here. So we'll give somebody a $150 grab bag on the house.
No, that's awesome, guys. I'm telling you, get on over to Cast Cray. It's crazy. And I'm going to ask you for one tip. You talked about the Kraken, right? Yep. That's the bait for the crappie. And so for my crappie fishing buddies out there, what size jig head, what is one tip that you'll suggest to fish that Kraken? Do you cast it out and fish it suspended fish, or is it fished on that?
Well, the Kraken itself is more of a hybrid bait. So when you're fishing crappie or really any traditional soft plastic, you either casting it, you're popping it like jigging action. So you have to add that pop to it to get that vertical presentation, or like a paddle tail or the 50 swimmers I featured earlier. You just cast and straight retrieve, and it's fluttering, it's doing the work for you. Well, in the Kraken here, it has it's a hybrid. So it has the vertical stinger where if you're popping it, it's going to do a dance for you in the middle there. And then also on the little wings on the side there, it has a little kind of water, I don't know, we'll call like a little wing on there.
Yeah.
And it grabs the water and it flutters in. So as you're popping this sucker, man, you can get it to pop up and it will flutter up. It will kind of flutter up and flutter down. Or you can cast it out and retrieve it straight in. If I'm casting, it depends on where you're at, obviously, because, the further south where the crappies get a lot bigger, the homeland for the cropsters, you're going to want to fish something like an 1/8 ounce on a 2-inch. This is a 2-inch. We make it in 1.5 inches and a 2-inch.
4-pound test, 6-pound test line.
I usually fish a 6-pound we have our own crazy crappie line. And so it's a high performance monofilament with a nylon infuser. And I like to,
you're doing all kinds of stuff over there, man.
Hey, we're trying to take the next level, man.
That's good. Congratulations. Good for you, man.
But what I would do, here's a tip. I would fish it, especially this time of year when you get a little colder weather. What I found live scoping and studying the crappie species is they tend to get tight lip and get a lot more lethargic and picky. And so they're not eating whiter style baits as much this time of year. So you can try popping it in their face with this style here where it, has a little bit of wing. And then watch this. You just pop these little babies off here. And now you got a standard little stinger that you can cast out and you get more of a vertical presentation with the bait and pop it in. And I think you're going to find that you're going to get a lot of more strikes this time of year, especially with a more vertical presentation bait rather than something that's a little wider.
Drop shot on that little guy, probably pretty deadly.
Oh, yeah, man. Heck yeah.
All right. Well, I'll let you get back to work, man. We appreciate you being on. Thanks for sharing that little tip with us. Yeah. Guys, gals, get on over to CastCray.com. $150 little grab bag. Comment on this. Follow his stuff, Facebook, Instagram. You know where to find it. Rick, thanks for being on once again, brother.
Appreciate you guys, man.
Hey, guys, that was Rick from Cast Cray Outdoors. Let's throw it to Phil right real quick, and we'll be back to wrap this show up. Hey, y'all, that's a wrap on tonight's show. That was Billy from FishUSA. Then we had Rick from Cast Cray Outdoors. If you're interested in any of their products, their links will be in the description below. Also, if you're interested in becoming a vendor at the National Fishing Expos, check out the nationalfishingexpos.com. Tickets are on sale now as well. So, guys, gals, that's a wrap. And like I always say, until next time, good fishing. I'm out.